I'm on again. I had to put these two a weekend. Every day was kid. It was like either shot, miss or grand slam. Grand slam is when you get like at least two or three people. It doesn't. You don't need a million people to stream on this. Two or three is good. The only problem is nobody show up. There is somebody here pushing a shoe. I'll be right back. I've got to go get something that I've got on the other side of the room. I got my phone is actually plugged in. I want it over here. I got to show you something too. Fast. You'll see it. Yeah. Pillows. Greg. No, I'm not grumpy. Not grumpy at all. I'm waiting for I'm waiting for Carol. She should know. She asked me this morning. We were at IHOP. She's like, "Are you gonna go live?" I says, "I don't know," but I didn't want to say no. Plus, I talked to Jordan, who was at Epcot. Greetings, David T. David T's been at the parks. Thank you. I You were on a stream with Tanya. Yeah, it had to be because you were sitting with Tanya in a picture. Don't mind me. I haven't been watching any vlogs or anything lately. Maybe Adam the Book Care. There's Carol. Good evening. Yeah. With what was I gonna say? Carol knows about this. She asked me this morning if I was gonna go live. Oh, I gotta show you guys this. I forgot I had this. It's an ornament, but the top broke off a few minutes ago. Yeah, a few minutes ago, just because I was trying to pull out from where it was. So this is an ornament, but I had one of these in elementary school. Check it out. It's a lunchbox, but it's an ornament here. They made it into an ornament. Um, the lunchbox itself it's a duplicate. It's just like maybe 1/4 scale. No, the other one was much bigger. I used to have one. Yes, we do. We do, Greg. I. You don't have to talk about it. David T, you're in my area, north of Tampa. Wow. My brother lives around that area. Before, let me go on with so I don't lose my train of thought. Now, each side had a different like it's a school bus, but take a look at the characters on each side of the bus. They made this identical. It's only small. It's a small replica. Yes, I know it does. That's why I don't want to bring it up because it's none of my business. But you open it up. Remember, when I had this, oh god, as this, the big one, the lunchbox itself had to be God 1970. It had to be the early 70s, 73, 74. Here is a replica of the thermos. It comes in this. Let's see if that opens up. No, that doesn't. It's a cup. Yeah, I had one of these. The real big one, the real ones. This is just an ornament for Christmas tree. So we show the characters on it. I remember one of the 2 years when I had it, we went to New Haven, Disney on Ice. It was like the first time Disney on Ice was around. One day at the parks, which was Thursday, Animal Kingdom and Studios. Tanya was in DAK in the same day. You lucked out. You lucked out. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm not ignoring. I just wanted to let you guys see this ornament. Well, it's an ornament now. I did buy the lunchbox itself, but not the thermos. It didn't come with the thermos. I bought it on eBay. I just don't remember I put it. It's one of those things where you put it down, you don't know where to go. Brooksville. Brooksville. I got a friend who lives over in Brooksville. She's a nurse. Oh, it was the original lunchbox and this are metal. It was a metal lunchbox. And that's what the sucker is made of metal. I did see a plastic one years later, but it was shaped a little differently from this type of design. I love this damn thing when I was a kid. I don't know whatever happened to it. Also, I remember my mother wanted me to get a new one. I don't remember what. I just don't remember. What happens is later on you don't need them anymore because when you get the free school lunches, you don't need to carry a lunchbox. So that's what happened to that. David T went to Disney. David T, I was supposed to go to Disney this weekend. My friend Stacy, she was getting for some reason I'm having trouble getting reservations up on my Disney app, so I have to check with somebody next time I go. I'm thinking of going next week. That means I'm going to drive, and I haven't driven since my car accident. I mean, driven on the I-4. I've driven all over the place, but not on the I-4 since that accident. Ironic, I had a car accident, over 20 years ago. But I got back on this. I got back up. Wiped off. It was a bad car accident. My car was totaled, but later on got a new car. I drove on the road. But nowadays, it's the opposite. I can't do it. What? Carol, what did Carol do? Well, let me say what I was talking about was I was originally supposed to go today, but my friend Stacy was going to set it up for me to go, get the reservation. Found out today was the last day of me being blacked out. So that went by the side. And Jordan called me up this afternoon and says, "Where are you?" What do you mean where I'm? Because at that point in time, he called me my mother. I was bringing my mother back to the rehab center because I took her out all day. And he says, "Aren't you supposed to be here?" I says, "Well," I told him I was blacked out. I says, "Oh man," he was like all bummed out and stuff. I said, "And there's nothing I can do about it. I'm blacked out. I'm a pirate pass holder, and I'm not going to pay $180 to get in the park. Ain't gonna happen." Jeannie, greetings, girl. Did you get the stream shared? Hey, why everybody's here? Gail's here. Oh, wow. Could somebody post the link to this on Disney World Earth and just let them know we are on right now if anybody wants to come in? I think anybody who wants to do that, it's up to anybody here. Yeah, I've seen that. I can't wait. It's gonna look good. I mean, it looks like a combination between the original and current version. I would like, if I go up to, what do you call it, Epcot next week, which I'm thinking, I might write a test track one last time. I'm thinking last time it's June 17th. Who knows? I could be on a couple more times before then. David T, what's up? Thursday line for Safari. I've never been on a Safari. Started at the entrance to the festival. Oh my god. Yeah, I heard about the park hopping in the Magic Kingdom from a couple days ago. And I only heard about that today. I was like, what? No, I was looking at WNT. I was looking for some update construction around Disney, and it's it's supposed to be for tomorrow, but let's see. I'm so happy you're all here. This is so cool. If we can do this on weekends, just for a while, I'm not expecting us to go real fast. I would love to have everybody here. I'm going to try to put up reminders. I was out all day today, literally. So wanted to do this much earlier, but I didn't have that much time. So, I'm going to take my mother out. She's my brother. My brother lives 10 minutes away. You would think he'd take her to the store or something. She just wants to go out. She doesn't feel like sitting. He takes her home, plops her on his couch in his living room. And they all go in the kitchen to talk. We're the opposite. We don't let her sit at home. We go out. We take her. Me and my youngest brother take her out. And plus, Carol's with us sometimes. Let's see. I say good evening to everybody, and I'm so happy everybody's here. 6 people. Wow. 2 likes. Likes doesn't bother me. If we ever get near, I mean, I think it'd be if I ever get 100 likes, I think I'll have a big gray white beard and stuff. But hey, greetings, kids. How much tall? No, I'm sitting on pillows. If it wasn't for the pillows, I'd be like that low. I gotta be up, up, up. Ooh. Congrats, Gail. That's cool. She plays bagpipes. Well, I'm doing like a guitar. I know Gil wants to come in. Guys, I know. I'm sorry. Nice. We got a true cool somebody who can actually play the instrument here. Oh wow. Really? I've seen video from Epcot of how crazy that day was. We got something over here because we're 2 hours away, but we didn't get it as bad as you guys got it over there in the central part of Florida. Wow. Yeah, as I said, I remember seeing the video from Epcot. I was like, I try to post it to Disney Worlders, but every time I try to post something, they did something on Twitter. I used to be able to share videos out, put it to Disney Worlders, but if I put them on Disney Worlders right now, you'll see like a bunch of code, and it'll say like X.com because Twitter's called X now. I want something so someone can click on it. Somebody's gonna look at it and see, mumble jumble, and not touch it. You have to tell people click on it in order to see the video. I just don't understand why they change things where you can't share videos. I used to be able. How long was that, Gail? How long was the entire set? Gail, I'm going to ask this: is after you play something like that, is there ringing in your ears because you're playing a bagpipe and those things have a different sound to it, like a trumpet or anything? I can imagine some kind of like ringing in your ears after a while. Got the win on Wednesday. It was bad in Clearwater. Yeah, up here wasn't that bad. I didn't see it in this area. Also, I kept on asking my brother, was it raining? He was, yeah, and that was about it. I will likely go deaf in my left ear. Oh my God, girl. Put an earplug or something in it for now. Oh. Did you see the resolution of loss? What are you talking about? You talking about Disney? It's hysterical because all the things they're going to do and stuff, all of a sudden the governor turns around and says, "Here, I'm just going to give you back anyway." And they get to run it. It's not reading anymore, but they get to run it again. I'm ready. Don't do that. Go deaf, you never get to play him again. Let's put something in your ears to come. You'll still hear it, but it won't be as loud. That's sad. Don't make me cry. I'm not gonna cry. It's just I kind of feel sad for you. I mean, I know you love playing that damn thing. It's just you don't want to lose your hearing, so you can never play it again. David T, tell me something. Do you think you might go live one night when you get home, just to talk to everybody? Talk about your trip. That's an idea. Talk about your trip because I wouldn't mind getting some of your people on there that night, and it's up to you because I wanted to see if I can invite some of your people to here, like Sarah Dash and other people I possibly trust. Nothing against the bigger people, but bigger people might not like me right now. So, let's see. Yes, two people on. It's just I don't know. I don't understand why it says there's only 4 people on. I don't know. I have an inner ear disease. See, I never knew this before because we're always talking about your foot. Oh my god. Um. Yeah. Yeah. I hear that, Greg. See, I read some of it, but I don't stay with all of it. Thank you for keeping me updated because as I said, I don't go. It turns into when I'm reading it, it just turns into right against left, Democrat versus conservative. I don't want it anymore. I'm getting tired of it. Oh, every oh, guess what I heard today, and I don't know if this is true. It's a rumor going around. Started from Braden, who does Mouse. What's the name of his channel? The kid who does the news. Mickey Views, I believe. Um, a rumor that eventually Tom Sawyer Island will either be no more. They might just we might not even have a riverboat anymore. They're talking about plugging up the whole entire thing. Everything that's there right now in the water would be just land. It'll just be more land to make a new version of Frontierland. Their Frontierland doesn't consist of cowboys or Indians. God forbid an Indian person was there in the Old West. Ugh. That's why I hurt my foot. Oh, that would make sense. Yeah, because you're in your ear, get the balance. Yes, because of the ear. I take meds now. Oh, I can't tell you. I can't tell you what to do with your life. I would remember when if it was me, I'd be like, that's it. I'm not playing that. I'm not playing bagpipes anymore. If you're gonna go deaf, slow down. Just slow it down. The thing is, you know what's ironic? We couldn't do this with you anymore, but you wouldn't be able to unless you learn how to read lips. But that's going to be hard. It might be on a video. But I would still love to have you around because on regular Disney Worlders we just type. That's all. And that's that I still need you there for that. Um, Ladies and gents, she's a badass. She will take you down. You start with her. She's Carol. Are you still with us? She stopped talking. She could be watching. And David T, I'm not sure if he's still with us. So I might go next week, but that means I'm gonna have to drive. I don't know. I don't know what to feel about that. Yeah, the idea was supposed to be for me to go this morning, leave her house around 7 o'clock in the morning. Probably, I don't know how she. I got to check with her how she did this because you get into Epcot. Epcot doesn't open till like 11 a.m. and she's gonna leave at 7. She must have had breakfast out this morning. So you might just go deaf in that one ear. We got 3 posts. That's awesome. Oh, that's awesome. So, oh my God, did you sit? I'm sitting here thinking you're gonna go totally deaf, both ears. So you're just gonna go the deaf in that one ear. Oh my God. I'm sorry, I just got muted. I've been playing. Um, I know you guys are way over me talking about the Japanese, the Kyoto Tachibana How do I think it's senior high school. I think it's senior high school. Um, I got Dave. I was talking to somebody on there once, and he told me that they have over 200 videos, and I keep seeing the same parade, but from different points of view. And the thing is, I love their music. I love when they dance. It's you don't see that. It's just incredible. And they were at Disneyland, so I tried to post a video up here from the Disneyland when they were there in 17. 2 days before. It was December 30th, I think they were there. So a couple days before New Year's, they were in the tournament at Roses, not the Rose Bowl, the tournament of Roses parade. They marched 5.5 miles while being, now they were kids, they were teenagers. Some were seniors. One of the girls had a prosthetic leg. They walked 5.5 miles and danced their way up that plate. I mean, he threw the guy who was the band. I'm not sure which one is in control. It's just that the guy was in total control of the band. He's off to the side waving. Um, then you got the drum major, and he's keeping pace and stuff. He's doing this. I mean, he's very professional at what he was doing, and these kids are still pushing it after. I think it was like 2 hours going nonstop. I can't say nonstop. They were still marching up to a couple of different points. For some reason, there was congestion. They got stuff, but they were still playing the music and dancing and everything. It was incredible. You got to see some of these videos. I mean, if you want to know more about them, just ask. I've got some of them posted on my page. Got to see these guys. A lot of a lot of instruments cause deafness. Violin. It's not as loud as the bagpipes are. Oh God, Gil, talk to Eileen. She's in an orchestra. I'm very sure you know that. Epcot construction for what what do you call that? The building that party building. What the hell? Communicore, the new Communicore building. I heard that it's going to open in June. Nobody knows an exact date. I marched in the 3 o'clock parade. When? When you were a kid, right? Because I don't remember any time in the last few years. I think you were a kid when you did that, didn't you? I will always be obsessive. Can't make me stop. 1989. Yeah, you had to be a kid. I graduated in 1984. What else? What else? Um, I'm glad you guys are here. Um, let's see. 1990. I remember going into 1980. Uh, I think it was 19. What was it? I graduated in 84, 83, 82. No, class of 1980 was out of Brian McMahon after my high school. It was called Brian McMahon High School. He was a senator in Connecticut, a Democratic senator. Um, I love my school. My class is putting on a thing. They're having a reunion. They want to have a reunion in November. I wish I could go. It can never happen. I would love to go. I would say, well, I wasn't big. I was a nerd. Greg. I was a nerd in school. I never talked to. I always that Gail. It's like you never left. It's just that I am. Back in school, I was a nerd. I was so scared to talk to girls. That's why I never had a girlfriend in school. What is the train wreck that is? What is the train wreck that is? I don't like to talk about that thing because they've already destroyed what it was, all just because they have to be political. If they ever put Walt out, that's it. I will never go back. This all comes down. This will be changed, but it won't come down. Won't be Disney anymore. This will be about the Transformers. I mean it. They screw Disney up. Transformers more than meets the eye. The only thing in their politics are Autobot Decepticon, good versus evil. Oh, how do you take Walt out? Oh, it kills me. I was a band geek. We were called nasty names. Oh, that's fucked up. What the hell? Greg, you are right. I am a dork. I don't lie, I was a dork. I was a nerd! Nerd! You remember Revenge of the Nerds? God damn. I watched now. Yeah, here's the major difference between that band I watched, that marching band I watched from Japan. But they had something called Band Fest for the bands that are going to be in the Tournament of Roses. So it's at one of the. I'm not sure if it's a high school field or a or if it's a. I think it's a high school because I was thinking it was a college. But what happens is they the Kyoto Tachibana High School band. Oh my God, how they blew these other kids away. These other kids are wearing the old, the helmets, and the helmets, but the drum thing with a feather hat was whatever they call the hat. What? Four Eyes is the name of an Autobot I picked up. I told you about Four Eyes. Greg, if you don't know who it is, I'll get him in a couple minutes. I'll show you. He kind of looks like Steve Urkel, but they turned Steve Urkel into a friggin' Autobot. I saw his name. It's supposed to be Wheeljack. I'm like, Wheeljack wasn't like this. So I renamed him Four Eyes. Yeah, so I'm watching them. It just the other bands are so straightforward. Let's boom, boom. Let's play this band music, while Tachibana playing all this other music. Like Star Wars, Disney, you name it. They're going through Disneyland, playing Disney music like they do in the parade. It's incredible. I said to somebody, I wish they could go to the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade. But I don't think that's going to happen because Macy's Parade doesn't have the bands that are like 12 miles long. Because there's got to be total around 200 kids plus the chaperones and everything that were involved with that parade. And I've seen Japanese airline was a sponsor, so I'm very sure Japanese airline gave them a special discount to get them all to the U.S. from Japan. Senior year, we were winning competitions. Our indoor units go first for drumline. I did cymbals. Yeah, I'm watching the girls do the cymbals today. It was because I every different I get all these different points of view, different videos. So I'm watching. I know about 4 or 5 different girls in there by recognition because we got two of my favorite girls in the same line. One's playing the drums, the other's playing that sounds like a xylophone. I think it's a xylophone. And she folds that damn thing up and she's walking with it and she yells and doesn't go down again until she needs it. I mean, these are some good kids. I was so happy for them and stuff. They're very good kids. The poor kids, they didn't understand English. People would say Happy New Year to them. The best they could do was smile and stuff. I love them. They're awesome. Uh, I love the high school bands down here. Yeah, as I said, I haven't seen them. I don't know if I could had done that because I didn't know how to play instruments. So I always assumed that in order to be a part of the band, you had to have some kind of experience playing instruments. Uh, uh, oh, I wanted to post this the other day. We're talking about marching bands. There was a marching band, high school marching band, going through Magic Kingdom a few days ago. Right? I was the video. I think I got the video up, but it's only it doesn't show a picture, so you have to click on to the code that's in there. You have to go. They are playing Zippity Doo Dah. This is earlier this week. When I first heard it, my mouth dropped. I was like, oh my god, they're playing Zippity Doo Dah, and the song's gone. They banned it from the Festival Fantasy Parade. What are you talking about? You really not moved for what? Carol, where are you? She came by and said hello, and that was it. Yeah, you're playing Zippity Doo Dah. Oh my god. I could not believe it. Only one person got the video, but if you put the video up on Twitter, I'm still calling it Twitter. I mean, if I say X, people look at me like, what are you talking about? I have nothing matter with the name change. I mean, it's his company now. He just wanted to call it something else. He doesn't want people to think he's like one side of the political scale. Uh, Depends on the brand. Pipe bands have feeder and a minor league teach them that so need to teach so that as the player improve, they might get moved into performance band. Nice. I'm hoping to make it into a band this year. Can you march? Can you march with your? I'm still in my mind. Your foot's still killing you. Out of curiosity, of everything you played, why? I know you were cymbals, but how did you get started with bagpipes? That to me looks super impossible to play. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm Irish, so. Don't mind me. I hate when your ear itches and you can't get anything done with your finger and it's way in down there. And as no wax came out of there, it was just me scratching. Dunedin is a Scottish town. We have 7 at 7. Dunedin is tiny. Wow, I 7 bands Dunedin itself. There's only 3 of us here now. Carol's gone, David T's gone, Jeannie's gone. Jordan said he might be able to come here, but Jordan started. He went live before. I didn't know this. He went live before on Disney World. He was showing maybe about 1 minute or so of the. Oh God, what's the name of that the singing group over in the American Pavilion? I forgot the name. He was showing them, and Carol. Okay, no, Carol. I just haven't heard from you. I didn't know if you left us. Oh, it's Janie. Okay. Okay, no, it's just Voices of Liberty. Thank you, Gail. I love them people. He was only a couple minutes. And he was talking about going to Magic Kingdom tonight. So I don't know. He's probably with some. I think he was hanging with somebody. I told him if he could come on live, live stream it. But he's gonna be with a friend, so I wouldn't do that. What I was supposed to do today, if I had showed up, was me and him were gonna live stream. Probably take turns with my phone, doing one of these. Coffee. Yes, I love coffee. God, I love coffee. Plus, it's the only thing I can drink nowadays. I can drink water, but I can only drink at least a half a bottle. What about the M80s? That's a band. Oh, I know what you're talking about, Jeannie. Okay. Yeah, it's American Pavilion. Yeah. It worked. The M80s. So that's Jeff's favorite band. I have nothing against the M80s themselves. I mean, I love their music. Of course, I love them. Me, 80s. The 1980s was my time. I miss it. God, I miss that decade. Fun. It was in my 20s. Used to hang out with people. My coworkers, we would all get out, go to a place called Bobby Valentine. Bobby Valentine was the manager of the Mets. He once came in our store, even though we were in Connecticut. Bobby Valentine had a store. He had 3 or 4 restaurants up in Connecticut. I think he still has the original store in Stamford left. He had a couple down in Texas when he was the Texas Rangers manager. He was the only, at that point in time, when he played in the majors, he was the only person from Connecticut there. Now, Mo Vaughn came years later. He played for the Red Sox. And Mo Vaughn I met when he was in the 6th grade, and his mother was friends with my mother. Some of you people were like, "Who's Mo Vaughn?" Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm not going to go any further. It's baseball. We played for a bad team, the Red Sox. Okay, so shut up. Let's see. Jeannie says, "Thought that's who you were." Yeah, I know. When I'm sitting there thinking, when I hear the Voices of Liberty, I think inside the American Pavilion. When I think of the M80s, I think of the stage that's right there in front of them. Does anybody think we're ever going to get another country over in Epcot? It's enough room in there for maybe 2 or 3 more. They one thing I know is if they ever get it, that train set that's sitting there, they're going to either have to take it down or put somewhere else. I don't know. It'd be nice to see like Israel there, because this year I noticed that the festival of the holidays, they did have somebody there representing Israel in Hanukkah and stuff are there. It would be nice if they have their own little area of Epcot. I don't think they'd ever do it. Yeah, that's kind of sad. I mean, I don't understand why it has to be political for me. I mean, people make it political because I wouldn't mind. Because to me, they're peaceful. But I'm not going to get into it because that's a bombshell in itself. Ooh, I hate talking about politics. I lost a lot of friends. Do you guys remember Saturday morning not cartoons, but Saturday mornings? There used to be a thing that when we were all kids, it was back in the day when cartoons used to rule the networks on Saturday mornings. They said, let's put everything as news. Why? Why do you want to bore everybody with news every 5 minutes? He used to do in the news. His name was, and his last name I know is Glenn. Chris Glenn or something like that. Well, he did that on Saturday mornings. I was friends with his daughter. Now, I never knew her father was like, was the narrator of in the news. It was called In the News. If you would look it up on here on YouTube, it's called In the News. It would be on Saturday mornings, and he would narrate it. And I was like, "That was your father?" I says, "I love that." It was on every Saturday, and it's like information and stuff. It was good. It was a good show. And I lost friends when Trump got elected. She stopped being friends with me. Actually blocked me. Start swearing every other word at me. I don't know. I just found out, you're there for a bit, and all of a sudden you look around, and you're like, why come this person's not talking to me anymore? I would go to a site and then find out I'm banned. So there's people that let the politics control them. I did ban a couple, and it wasn't because of that. It wasn't because of the election itself. It was before the election. They just would not stop calling me every name in the book because I didn't like their. Because I'm going to tell you straight out, I'm not a Hillary fan ever. I wouldn't mind seeing a woman being president, but I think the one they got in the White House right now got a free ride. I think most of that it's for politics. Otherwise, they didn't. Let's put somebody who knows what they're doing. Oh, we only did that because politics. Now how we get back here? You said Israel would be too political twice. Let's see. Yeah, I haven't been out here in a week, so I do have more information. I should start writing this stuff down. If I can get you guys to be on here during the weekend, God forbid you can't do it. I mean, I know people have different lives and stuff. I mean, I'm hoping some of you can be here tomorrow. Maybe I can start tomorrow. Like whenever I find something out, just write a list. Just talk about it on the list. Yeah, I'm going next week. Hopefully, my best bet, I think, is not to get in that last lane, what's considered the fast lane. There's rumors going around, not rumors, I should say. They're expanding the I-4 around Disney to make it 6 lanes, so it'll look like you're in Los Angeles. I think there's 8 to 10 lanes in Los Angeles. Fridays are out 3 months. Well, Fridays I'm not going to be on. I only do this on Saturday and Sunday. It will only grow if I ever get. I mean, I'll go to Friday, Saturday, Sunday if I get more people. But I'm also thinking. Well, what I used to do before I came on and did this is I used to walk. Greg knows this. I used to walk up and down the block with the camera and just talk. It's still not a lot for me to do here, show anything, just talk about Disney. But there's stuff, I probably could talk about Disney by walking around the block. I can give you my opinion. That's my opinion on something's coming up, but I don't want to give you opinion about Tiana's adventure, whatever it's called, Bayou Adventure. No, I'm not going on it. I don't want to go on. I'll probably watch video from it. because I'm curious about the animatronics. And they said there were 70 animatronics in it. It's been dwindled down to 17, and there's gonna be a lot of big batches of nothing. No critters in there basically. Uh, what time? I've been on here for 45 minutes. God, you see, this is why I like having people on here. Is time goes by real fast. You don't realize it. Gigs like flag types. Yeah, it's just Gail. It's just that if we can get a lot more people on here. Um, the only thing I could suggest is what I'm gonna have to start doing is PMing. I was starting to do today. I don't know what happened. I was making a live chat, and it just didn't come out right because there's a lot of people on the live chat. And basically, the people in the live chat are anybody basically who's been on here. There's people I would love to add, but I was going to hold off on adding some people because they haven't been here yet. I feel too embarrassed to ask Tanya to come here until I feel better about doing it, or Jordan's here, because I don't want to bore Tanya to death. That's me. I have that feeling I'd bore Tanya to death. Tanya actually told me one day, face to face, and I'm not picking on her because I still like her as a person. She's still a good person, no matter what. This is COVID. This is like 2 months after they reopened the park. We were at, it was me, her, Jordan, and Aaron, who's another live streamer. And we were sitting there talking. And the other two had to go to the bathroom, so I'm right across from Tanya and stuff. And she's like, she just came out and said it. She goes, "You're boring." I'm looking around like this. Where'd that come from? I said. She says, "No, don't take it personal. It's just, I says to her, I've never been funny, and some people just don't know. I do have different humor, and some people don't follow my humor. Just God, Carol, I love to mess with Carol. Uh, what country would you want to see? Why would I want to see a country? Oh, you mean in Epcot? God, yeah, she gets mad at me. Why you? I'm trying to get her on here. I am trying to get Carol would be the most logical choice because Carol lives about 10-15 minutes from this house. And I got a chair, Carol. I found the other chair and I all I have to do is scoot over so you can sit over here. Where am I? No. I would scoot this, well, I'm doing it backwards. I would scoot that way. Or where I'm pointing now, she'd sit over here. And you get to see, she's right. If we start talking to each other and stuff, you guys are going to go nuts. It's something else when we're actually in person talking to each other. Well, Brightline, let's see. They left room for Brightline, so we make it beginning of that. I would love to. Hey, could you imagine riding a train to Disney from here? I would love that. Question is how much it would be the tickets. Just drive from here to Disney. And since it's a bullet train, how fast does it get to Disney? From where, say, we're somewhere over in Tampa. Yeah, I like to pick on you because you like people. Don't worry, she gives back as well. She gives. So this morning, she left herself open. She didn't bring her cane in because every time she brings her cane in, she always threatens to hit me with it. She didn't bring her cane in. And boy, me and my brother just had fun. She kept on kicking me underneath the table. You got to be there. You got to know how Carol is. So, it depends. I mean, I'm not sure how much they would charge for what. Yeah, how long would it take for them to get to Disney from here, or at least from Tampa? From Tampa, I think it's 1 hour exactly. From here, it's 2 hours because I'm about an hour north of Tampa. Talking about the city line of Tampa. Tampa Bay is a whole different thing. They even consider St. Petersburg part of Tampa Bay. So since the friggin' Rays, I would go see a Yankees game there if it wasn't so far to the south. If they had moved it to Dale Mabry on the Tampa side, they could put it where Raymond James Stadium is there. Right across the street from Raymond James Stadium is the Yankees minor league complex where they play their spring training games called Steinbrenner Field. Then there's this minor league complex back a little bit farther down. They could put a baseball stadium in there, but no. Let's put it over where the problem is already. They're not getting fans because they're not bringing. People don't like to drive on the bridges at night. Seriously. People don't want to drive that far. Let's bring it to the Tampa side, but no. Oh, we're making a new stadium. We're going to keep it where it is, where nobody. It's like you didn't answer the question. How come you're moving back? You're staying where you are, and the problem is the people coming to you from where they are. I mean, what are you, that dumb? You own the team, sell it. Sell it to somebody with a brain. What is there? Supposedly there would be a couple stops, so it would be too terribly long. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out what would be a stop. I don't know. There's nothing major between Tampa and Lakeland, and Lakeland's right next door to Orlando. The next Lakeland would be maybe 20 minutes, half an hour drive from where. Oh God, I would love to live closer to Disney and inland too, because in inland you don't get that kind of water destroying. Where we are in Tampa, the Tampa area, when a hurricane hits this area, everybody thinks we're going to get hit dead on. Every time, then it magically it veers off. I mean, it's the weirdest thing. I wonder if somebody knows how fast that would take to get to. See, between Orlando and Tampa, I don't know. As I said, except for Lakeland, but Lakeland's too close to have a stop. I don't know. Only they would know. The question is, where in Tampa would it be? The train station. I'm thinking it's the city itself, so I'm driving an hour south. Get on the train. Yeah, we've always been lucky with the hurricanes. Gale. Gale's finally moved to Palm Harbor. Gale was in Dunedin. And she was right near the frickin' water. A couple blocks. Ew. No, thank you. I'm terrified of water. I don't know how to swim. I don't like large bodies of water. You would never catch me on a cruise ship. Really. Even though Lakeland's like a stone throw away from Disney. That's a waste. That really is a waste of money. Oh, that's dumb. That's what I like. Your new house is out of the flood zone. Mine's in. I'm in a flood zone. I think it's the fourth or fifth. If you get a category 4 or 5, I'm that far out. Carol lives near the water. She lives about a mile or less than a mile away. Carol, how far do you live away from the Gulf? About a half a mile or a mile? Or are you on the water? I have been there, but there's so many houses there. I can't see anything. Zone C. Zone C. What, the new place, Gail? Because at the other place, I'm very sure you're right there. That's right. You were down. You were right down the street from where in Dunedin, where the Blue Jays play their spring training games. That's another reason I won't go to spring training games. I don't want I don't feel like paying lots of money for a seat. $80 maybe. Is it cheap? I don't know. I don't know baseball. I don't know the money, the amount of money you have to pay for a seat now. Just to see. Let's see. I'll pay all that kind of money. $120 for a freaking seat, just to see minor leaguers play. I'm like, I paid all that money just for this. I'm not into watching minor leaguers. They bore the hell out of me because I don't know who they are. Let's see. You're in the flood zone. You're 5 miles away, and then you're west. Yes, you are west of 19. I'm east of 19. No tickets are only for the bullet train. That's not bad. If that's the right price for the bullet train, $30 at it. That's excellent. Look at that. The minor league games are $12. No, that's that. Well, I can't say the minor league games or minor league games. Yeah, because you're playing with people you don't know. But I'm talking about when you were in spring training when they the first first couple weeks you're playing. The major players come on, play to the third inning, and take the rest of the day off. Oh, they had such a hard day. They only played 3 innings. Then they put the minor leaguers up for the rest of the game. And you're like, what a snooze fest. Last time we were there, we're talking about me and Johnny, my brother, for those who don't know him. I took him this. Well, at the time it used to be Legends Field before Steinbrenner. They named it Steinbrenner, and God, that was George. George passed in 2010, and then they renamed the stadium after him. I just can't justify paying that kind of money to watch minor leaguers play. See, years ago, I used to be a more into baseball than I am now. It's just after a while, I've just backed away from it. I'll watch some of the games. I don't watch all the games, and I just tend to go into places that show highlights of the games. I just can't sit there and watch the whole thing anymore. Let's talk Disney. Let's do some Disney talk. Oh, next week. I'm thinking about doing this next Saturday. Hit me today. McDonald's has been at Disney for a while now. There used to be a McDonald's over at downtown Disney, which is now Disney Springs. And of course, we know the big one that's near Animal Kingdom, which used to have a nice looking what's this term, themed restaurant at the time. And now they got this stupid looking garbage, bleh, the solar powered one. And this place is still selling junk food. It's like when you go in there, they got couches. And I'm going to sit in one of the couches. I'm sorry, but that's the kind of crowd. It's a Starbucks type of crowd. I don't like Starbucks crowds. Come here. Oh, Starbucks, come here. Thank you. Sorry, I feel that way. The baseball game. Okay, all right. I got you, Gil. The baseball games are that cheap. Okay, I'm going to talk to you later. Oh, look, Carol ran away. You're a coward, Carol. I'm going to pick on you. Call here. Call me now so we can hear your voice. Hear you yelling at me. I want you. Come on, I dare you. Carol, I dare you to call me on this phone right now. And I can put it on speaker so everybody can hear you yell at me. Tell you, I love picking on that woman. I'm going to talk to you later. Yeah, let's see. Yankees games are always premium. That's why I never go. Steinbrenner. Pick them up a Clearwater or Dunedin. Yeah, well, yeah, that sounds logical. Because I'm closer. I'm close. I've never seen the Dunedin Stadium. I've never seen that, but of course I've been by well, what used to be known as Bright House Field. When the Yankees were playing, when that day we went, got back when we first got here, first baseball season. When I, oh God, was it 2003, 2004? No, it was earlier than that because when 9/11 happened, that we got here 1 month right before 9/11. Which is my mother's birthday. If you people didn't know, my mother's birthday is actually September 11th. And we went to the game, and the Yankees were playing the Phillies. We went to another game where they were playing the Blue Jays too. So we went to two games, and Phillies fans were just going nuts and stuff. My brother Johnny's a big Yankee fan. He hates when he's a fan of another team because he's slow, but he wants. It's like, get away from me and stop talking about my team on their turf. That's the way I feel about it sometimes. Dunedin is nicer, but then again, see, to me, Dunedin Stadium is hidden away, and plus, you said it yourself. There's no parking. Helped with stadium, so I'm biased. Yeah, I'm surprised the Blue Jays are still there. Very surprised. But why should you move it? That's the thing. Why should you move it? It's only spring training. You know, you don't even you're not gonna make tens of millions at a spring training game. So, oh, happy joy. So I remember the Yankees used to be in Fort Lauderdale many months ago. They came over to Tampa back in 90. Was it 95? Yeah, that's a long time ago. And what I remember about that day when the Yankees opened to play their first game in the Tampa Stadium, or I should say Legends Field, was on the MSG network, I think it was. I just got home from. I'm trying to remember why was I home? It must have been a weekend because I was at that point in time I was a department manager for a store called Caldors. Yeah, it used to be up in the Northeast. I was there for 4 years before the store went out of business. That store was around since the 50s. Uh, let's stop talking about baseball. Let's talk about something else. What else can we talk about? Anything else you guys want to talk about that's not we have not brought up yet? Just throw anything out there. It doesn't bother me. And I mentioned my ear again. I hate when my not really inner ear, it's outer inner ear itches. You can't really get your finger in the itch. It's itching, so that's better. Oh, we're down to one person. Wow, we had about 6, 7 people, and they're all gone now. What I'm going to do, I'm going to wait a couple minutes, see if anybody else comes in or whatever. Then go up because if it's only two of us, I think Greg is gone. I know Carol's gone. Jeannie might be gone. I'm not sure. Jeannie is a mod in a couple other places, so she's probably watching them, and she can't stay here with us a lot. Jordan is not here. I've got to do some kind of system so I can get. Oh, Gail, if you're still here, I want to talk to you about something private. So I'm probably gonna have to PM you. And this private thing has to do with the board. And I don't want to say it this way. It seems like we are being watched by 5 people. It could be everybody who's not bad. They just haven't shut their. That's probably the people that are supposedly with us. Let me do this. I'm going to give it one more minute. If I don't see anybody else come into the regular chat, or this chat right here doesn't move, I'm gonna go off. I just hate being here sitting by myself talking. I don't like to do that. I'm just gonna be a pain in the butt and keep reminding people every day. Not every day, every day that I have this up. We just gotta get on here and start something. I got people asking me, "Can I be a mod?" Well, if you want to be a mod, it depends. You gotta get people here in order to be a mod. You can't just be a mod just for the sake of it. Ugh. Yeah, you want to be a mod? Wait a few months, see if we grow. That's the problem. Well, those are likes. Okay, I got 5 likes, so. Okay, this is what I'm going to do is I'm going off. We've been on over an hour, which is very good. And I'm hoping some people will come back. I'll put that on Disney Lovers. Do it right now. That looks nothing like ET. Good night, everybody. Thank you. Thank you all for being here. All right, peeps, I'm out. I see you on Disney Worlders. Good night.